We are live.
You figures, yeah.
Woo! Let's go.
What's up, OG Hexer Games? It's BlackSheep and I'm back again. I've come to rock you back and forth and up and down and out the door for sure. I'm chilling with the DJ protocol. We come to represent and we don't give a shit, cause we're fucking rich. On the phone chain, you know we're stacking up our games. On the phone chain, we got the hookers and cocaines. On the phone chain, you know we don't give a shit. In the words of Magaboo, jackpot bitch. Richard Hardy's such a pimp, I just wanna be like him. Give me some hotties and a Rolex calamari and a super hot Ferrari. I'm sorry if I'm a little offensive, but folks ain't coming through and gonna make us rich. On the phone chain, you know we're stacking up our games. On the phone chain, we got the hookers and cocaines. On the phone chain, you know we don't give a shit. In the words of Magaboo, jackpot bitch. On the phone chain, you know we're stacking up our games. On the phone chain, we got the hookers and cocaines. On the phone chain, you know we don't give a shit. In the words of Magaboo, jackpot bitch.
What's up, guys? We got Donnie D in the house. We got Blockchain for What Is Best in the house, too. We've got Joseph Smith. We got Crypto Bones. It's a packed house already. How you guys doing today?
Hell yeah.
You good? What's up, Donnie D?
Hey, not much,
I
man.
guess you were
Just
throwing up last night. What happened?
just feel a little bit crook, you know. I don't know. Must have been something I ate. I don't know. Maybe didn't eat enough.
Stomach bug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But got up, kicked its ass this morning, and I'm right back into action. So
Right on. So we got
yeah.
any updates?
Nothing of interest today. Just good old UI work, my friend. Good old UI work. Building different
UI.
components and stuff.
Cool, man.
Yep. Basically,
So we need the UI.
yeah, we
If
do.
we don't have the
so
UI,
at the
we
moment,
can't that shit, right?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, need to be able to get people to the point and click, and nobody wants to mess around with a block explorer to test all this out. So yeah,
Exactly.
basically, today what I've been working on already is getting. Well, I had to change up the way that I was calling upon the futures / feeder functions. Change up the way that I was looking at pulse and W pulse and die. But yeah, it's already looking a lot better. Took out because you remember yesterday I said that I'd based everything off the Stronghands website and then just sort of flipped it into degen colors, right? I finally finished ripping out the last of the 3D stuff that I left behind in there. Yeah. So yeah, just like I said, good old UI work today, man. But it's always onwards and upwards. I've been out with some other groups throughout the last 24 hours talking about GOAT token as well and how that's going to tie in and bring the rest of the ecosystem up. That liquidity ratchet that we're going to be making is just going to be epic. And finally, I guess the other thing that I'm currently looking at, as well as the UI code, is I'm actually having ChatGPT help me to design the arbitrage bot, which will also be taking advantage of the different prices between native and DEX on GOAT token out there as well. So that's a automatic liquidity capture mechanism, which we will have as well.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
We got 7 people out there. Who's out there in the chat? Say what's up in the chat. Let's get some more likes out there. Let's get some more friends out there. Let's have some. You guys got any questions about GOAT token? Anything? Blockchain. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah, man.
About the one of the things I noticed that I finally got something from the leader of Hex saying something about there's a new interface, and it seems to be with GoPulse and things like that. The communities making.
It's called hexcrypto.com. Is the new interface. Is that what you're talking about?
No, there's another new one. There's another new one that come up.
IPFS, interplanetary
Yeah.
file system.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about, Donnie?
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. So this is, look, I got to be honest, this is one of the things that has absolutely blown me away about Pulse Chain and Hex that I've seen over the last little while. You know what that is? Okay. I have not seen a community make so many different front ends for the same contracts. And you know what that is? That is an excellent demonstration of what decentralized access is.
Yeah, it's redundant.
Right? Let's keep in mind that there's the main website for Hex staking or whatever that was just on ETH, right? It took a while for Pulse Chain side to get supported, but then we got Hex Crypto out there, and then we got this new one on IPFS. This right here is people embracing the fact that we do need different front ends to access these contracts. It's not just about one team making the front end or building, how people access it. It's all about providing your own solutions for it and creating that redundant backup if need be. Yep. That is just fantastic. So the IPFS one is especially cool because if you know how IPFS works, then you'll understand that interface that they have built cannot be taken down, right? The file system that makes up everything that you'll point and click on in that is literally distributed across the interplanetary file system, right? So everybody that's operating a node or a connection to that is literally holding a small piece. It's kind of like BitTorrent for crypto stuff, if you will, right? Which just increases the immutability and the unnukability of accessing our favorite contracts.
With that said, is there a possibility that there could be any kind of, like, I know Elephant's got their thing with 1% is going to be constantly devoted to ultimately getting Taylor Swift to perform at our first party, right? So, is there anything that Goat has where maybe those kinds of resources could be put behind the same kind of endeavor that you just spoke to? Because it's so relevant, and it would, you could imagine the different ways they could interface. You could, it would be like, okay, I'm going to put a box of Cracker Jacks in this box, but I'm going to have 20 different people sell it. You know what I mean? Like shampoo. Right. I mean, it's the same stuff and all the shampoo, but you got all these people put it in different bottles.
Brilliant question, man. So let me jump on that for you. Look, it's the front end which we are building as DGen Protocol is going to be. I think it is going to be kept a proprietary stack. We're not going to share the front end code immediately. Obviously, because we do want to protect our interests in the fact I've spent so damn long building the damn thing. But having said this, I have committed to releasing the old source code for the website to help people get started in building their front ends. Not only that, but obviously because I am here as the dev, if people do want to build their own front end for Goat or Goat FEEDER or whatever it turns out to be, I'm right here to support that as well. Obviously, we do also want that for Hex, for Goat Token and Goat FEEDER. I don't know if there's anything specifically to fund that yet, or if we need funding, but there is definitely support and encouragement over here for that to happen.
Is that something JP, Sheep, Shane, and the rest of them are even thought about, or is it something...
I mean, they've definitely had discussions about it. Yeah, it's something that does come up. Obviously, we want to make sure that the protocol is reliable as possible. That falls in line with doing the testing during development and running through testnet, and then of course making sure that it does work for everybody. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm almost thinking, looking at you, Donnie, right now, we should have a kangaroo feeder or something.
Hey, I'm already buff enough.
I ate kangaroo when I was there. You eat kangaroo, Donnie?
Kangaroo is delicious. Yes.
I had a funny feeling.
I've actually heard it's pretty good. It is.
Oh man, if you like beef, think about beef, but it's more rare. Like it's just that much more rare and rich in flavor. It's really, really good. If you ever have beef lasagna, for example, put kangaroo mince in it instead. Yeah.
Anybody that's on this moon mission right now with us on PDI, I congratulate everybody when I was calling this out a long time ago. Way down here, guys. I was calling it out. And
Dude,
I just love the fact that everybody's making gains. This community is going to be so rich, so wealthy, and so not have to worry about anything in life. Like basically, like I really think we're going we're going to the moon, guys. We're going to the moon. We're going to Mars. We're going to Pluto.
that's
It's
exactly
so beautiful.
right.
Do you got any of the other Atropa tokens out there, Sheep, besides PDI?
I don't because I'm a PDI maxi right now. I think I honestly think that this one right here is going to be the one that takes Pulse Chain to the next level. I
got a hold of some Atropa. I wish I got more, but I'm kind of under the belief and consideration that all the pairs are with it. That at some level, that's going to be the one that's going to do all the.
I love it. I love.
Well, you know what was really cool is that like yesterday, it actually came through the channels that Atropa and 3 other contracts that were deployed by the 414 address have literally been renounced.
Yeah,
like they can't do anything of the ownership functions anymore. Those that were out there fudding and saying, "Oh, they can't remove LP, but they might be able to mint and sell."
I wanted to ask you about
ownership
that.
Was renounced. So
I wanted to ask you about that this morning, Donnie, because when that happened, it was right after that. What Sheep showing there when it broke out of the channel, and there was that resistance turned into support. It was right after that this news broke. Right. Now I wonder, what would you think if the news didn't break and nobody knew that it was renounced, but it was renounced? Do you think we'd be in the same little pump, or do you think the news is what's causing this pump?
Or is it to be perfectly honest? Go ahead, Sheep.
News always is a catalyst for pumps, but I think it always follows technicals though. As Noted All, I don't know if he's going to be here tonight, but Noted All always says that news always is a catalyst for the technical breakouts, and I think it was just a beautiful fucking excuse my language, but it was a beautiful point of beautiful. Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, so
I think one of the things that we got to look at. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Donnie.
I was going to say, man, like news is fueled by people doing research, and if that's one thing that I can credit people for around PDI is the amount of research that they're doing. Like we have had so many people doing deep dives on the deployer wallet and the associated projects. Even people in our own community have been finding little bits here and there that have somehow furthered the narrative. And honestly, like I don't know if it's possible that that the news couldn't have broken out. Someone somewhere would have noticed that the renouncement happened.
My point is more so along the lines of: is what we're seeing more of a matter of function, or more of a matter of what we're all?
My personal belief is that the renouncement of the Atropa contract and similar is literally in response to, because look at how rapidly it happened after that theory broke out that people said, oh, mint and sell. Look at how quickly it happened. It was within a couple of hours that Atropa was then completely renounced. So I got to be honest, I think that somewhere out there, the Atropa dev is in our midst somewhere, listening to what's going on and being like, okay, well that's the fun. Exactly. He's got his finger on the pulse.
Yeah. I agree.
Fair enough.
It's I think the community is slowly starting to grasp the concept that we're all sort of trying to row in the same direction, and
it's beautiful, man. I love it. I love what's going on here. I haven't been more excited about a project or blockchain or anything like my entire crypto career, dude. I mean, who has been in this moment at this point in time that we are right now, dude, ever. Like, this is so cool.
Yeah, 100%, man.
I'm so excited right now. I'm so excited. I'm excited for the community because we were calling this out. Like, I think the first time I called this out, Don't Sleep on Die was like August 2nd or something like that. It was like right here. It was like right here, and we were still in this triangle right here, and I was like, "Don't sleep." Yeah. I think something's going on here, and that was before I even realized that Richard Hart owns, all the what was right here,
7% of the whole supply.
Sacrifice address has all the basically
250 million or something.
Wow.
$278 million in DAI. So
He's got his name all
says a
over it
lot.
too. That's crazy. The way he just labels it. It's like, here we are.
Pulse X sacrifice. Yeah. Right.
Dude.
Yep.
It's like he's got nothing to hide. It's a beautiful thing.
I mean, okay, but hold on a second. What you got to remember is that's an Etherscan label. That's not necessarily someone else's. They put those labels on prominent addresses like all the time. You know, Binance hot wallets. You know, all
The
of
owners
that sort of
of
thing.
those addresses put that on there, right?
No, that's Etherscan doing that. That's Etherscan that puts those
really?
labels there. Yeah. Like I
Did
said,
not
they
know.
label prominent addresses to help avoid confusion. It's a known feature that's been like, well, I don't know about known feature, but it's been something that they've done for quite a while.
I thought it was under the impression that in order to be able to label the wallet address, you had to own that wallet. I mean, that's the way I did.
No. So you're kind of getting confused between setting a label on Etherscan and owning an Ethereum name service address, right? Yeah. So yeah, you can absolutely label your wallet by holding an ENS NFT or whatever. But that one there, the way that that's formatted and everything else, that's a native Etherscan label. Otherwise, it'd end in .eth.
Somebody from Etherscan did that.
Cool.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's really interesting.
They're like, hey, this is big boss hog, Richard Hart.
Yep.
Yeah. Surprised there's not like a fucking siren on it, a big red siren.
Right.
Blue and red.
But that's the thing. Over 7%.
Because that's the DDC8 adders that I sent my money to. That's so awesome. That is the one. I can go back in my history, and that is the DDC8. I remember it now because two years ago that was the address that I sent it to. That's awesome.
Yeah, and the thing that I got to point out as well is that, you know, they are obviously going to label addresses like that with whatever it is because it holds like over 7% of the DAI supply right there. That's not a small number to sneeze at.
I can't believe the number of hexakins and pulse chainians or whatever that aren't pedophiles. It's like what in your right mind, knowing the evidence that we do, would lead you to. I mean, it's almost like I think I
really wish people had dropped that term. That's going to create so much murky water, man. Come on.
Oh, I love it. I fucking love
it. I think it's just creating murky water that's going to cause someone to have a panic. Yeah. But that's just me. I don't know.
That's the point, isn't it? Isn't that why we have free speech?
I mean, hey, free speech is free speech. Fair enough.
Oh, you guys don't have that down there. I forgot.
I only got pissed off at Nate when he came in. I was trying to teach a new person how to get into crypto. He's like, oh, what's up, pedophiles? I'm like, come on, dude.
I'll back off.
Yeah. No, you're cool, man. But yeah, no, look, the whole growth of PDAI and like I said, everything that we've described today, the community, the research, the drive, the overall final rowing in the same direction, because we all recognize one thing is that Pulse Chain needs its native stablecoin is just phenomenal. You know, we got so much good stuff happening around Pulse Chain and the community in general, you know, and like we were detailing before, even the decentralization of the Hex contract access through front ends on IPFS and regular Web 2 services.
Yeah,
this is exactly what it's supposed to be.
Thank you.
You know?
So cool.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Yeah. I can't get enough of this shit.
It's ironic. To me, I would have imagined something like this, what you're speaking to specifically, and how things are working out. I would have imagined this last cycle. You know, I after watching what happened with P3D and all the clones and everything, and then it just went to it got like, I don't know, it felt like it was infiltrated by the CIA and the FBI, and they just did everything they can to make it into Anthony Robbins.
Do you know what actually happened to P3D and like all of those guys? Because
I know the rumors. I mean,
I know what happened.
I'm listening. I mean, if you want to share.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, what happened to the crew with P3D? We've been over this one before. You remember when on Tron that Curvy AI or whatever it was that that
Justin
game
got scammed by Justin Sun got scammed by Manso and Justo. Yeah.
No, other way around, and it goes deeper than that. So, and I'm going to preface all of this by saying allegedly. All right. Now, what happened roughly goes along the lines of P3D and FOMO 3D on Ethereum were doing incredibly well. It caught the attention of everyone by storm.
FOMO kind of sucked, but go on.
Yeah, absolutely. You're never going to win that game. Just saying. But it caught everybody's attention, and Justin was trying to get Tron started. Okay, this is about the same time that he started up Just Lend and Just Swap and all of that. There was even that USDJ stablecoin that he started up as well, right? But he was looking for something else that would draw the attention in. So what happened? He reached out to Team Just, right? And he's like, "Yo, I'm going to give you guys $500,000 to build like an insanely kick-ass dApp on my chain," right? And basically, they built the application, and it had bugs in it from day one. The timer mechanism, specifically the final 10 minutes in the curvy FOMO countdown, was perpetually stuck due to a mathematical error. So the game would never actually end. The contract had to be re-released, and the only way that anyone could profit from that was by playing the referral game that was also bolted onto the side of it. Following this, Justin's son allegedly sued the pants off of Justo, Manso, and the whole crew, and basically wanted entire ownership of the Just namesake, Team Just, Just Lend, all of that sort of thing. Basically, he used a mountain of legal force to send them hiding into the shadows forever.
Well, they were already kind of hiding in the shadows.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, look, that's just one thing.
There was a lot of other rumors, too, insofar as, like, what Manso was into.
Oh, you mean like the reverse Torah rituals and all that sort of thing?
Yeah, and all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, no, I've heard about those.
Justo was fun. He reached out a couple times personally. He actually told me once when he was here in San Diego. I wasn't interested in finding out where, but they were interesting. Justo was really cool. Not really cool. He was somebody. Manso was, man, that guy. Whenever and sometimes I wondered if they were the same person. Sometimes, God knows if they were.
Definitely not the same people. Definitely not.
You don't think so?
No. I know so, because there was actually one time where you remember how they'd often have like people build other games on top of P3D or whatever.
Oh yeah.
One of the other developers, who I'll actually not mention their name, was building on top of P3D. And I was going to do a project with him, right? But he actually mentioned, they are two different people. And he also happened to personally know the rest of Team Just as well, including Mod Punk or Some Punk or whatever it was, Inventor, a Ritz Cracker, all of them. Yeah.
A Ritz Cracker?
Anyway. Yeah, that's right. A Ritz Cracker. Yeah.
Cracker. I'm a Ritz Cracker. Let's go. Oh, I'm so excited, man.
Look at that.
That's your nickname.
Look at this bag I got right now, dude. $41,000. $41,482. All from a little hunch that you guys might be doing. So cool.
Bruh.
So cool.
That's awesome, man. Well done.
That's nothing. It's going to be way bigger.
Not just that. I have another $8,244 in PHEX, and then I have another $3,900, almost $4,000 in EHEX, right? So just get what you believe in, guys. Like, what I believe in is Dai's gonna go to the moon, and it's going to take everything else with it. That's what I believe in. I believe that this right here is because of what I see right here. And what was it right here? What I see right here is all I need to know. So I'm just speculating, not financial advice, but what I see right here is obviously rolling over to what I see right here. Okay, so we have right here. Okay, and then what I see right here is even more important, because this is what I have now that I didn't have a couple of weeks ago. It's crazy, right? when you feel like you have a winner
out of that sacrifice. Nothing is moving in and out of that sacrifice wallet right now.
Just getting started. Woo! Give me some, Yeti. Give me some. Woo! Let's go. That's what I'm saying. Shane is he's dealing with his new job and stuff. He's good. He's good. He's just got a new job, so he can't be here every day. Sorry, guys. I know you guys miss Shane. We all love Shane and we miss Shane, but he can't be here every day. So he's got a new job, new day job. Yeah,
That's
we
the thing,
told him
man.
to
You
sell
gotta.
sap it. We told him to sell sap at $1 when he had $1 million, but he didn't. So I'm just kidding. Love you, Shane. I'm just kidding, Shane. Love you, but it is what it is. You live, you learn. You get. We all make mistakes. I've held stuff to zero before. It's what we do. So what we do.
That's
If
it.
that's all you got, if you don't have, that's why I always stress to you guys, man. You guys got to have multiple income streams. You got to have multiple revenue streams, and you got to degen when the time is right. Okay, so sometimes we just don't, we don't, we don't take the opportunities when they're given to us, and then I'm just like 2 more months and I'll be 3 years without a job. Just with you, DJs. I love you guys.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't trade this job right here for the world. Like, this is the most amazing job, most rewarding job I've ever had. Like, I wouldn't even say amazing. It's the most rewarding job I've ever had because I'm changing lives every day. And this is what we do, man. Like, I can't see myself doing anything else than what I do right here, right now. Because where else are you going to put $4,000 and it make $40,000 in a month? Go ahead, Donnie.
Funny, man. I'm the same way. It'd be going on now almost 2 years that I've not had to seek quote unquote traditional employment. Just the whole ability to build with a community and to develop for people and to participate in this ever-growing ecosystem has literally allowed me to survive and to do what I do in the same way. Where with just being part of it all is a freaking blessing. And like you said a minute ago, and it applies to me as well, I don't see myself doing anything else,
Yeah, we've
just a way of life.
Watching Teddy Bear too. We've been watching Teddy Bear too. It's doing good. We're all for all these Atropa stuff and all the RH ecosystem tokens. It's so cool, man. It's just so cool to see everything doing so great right now. I can't say enough good about it because it's like it's changing lives. Our whole community is just like, wow. Are we really going to be this rich and just have a house on the hill and all that stuff? Like, I firmly believe that, yes, we will. And if you believe in yourself, it's going to happen. And I've always believed in myself, and it's been such a crazy journey, right? How about you, Blockchain? You got any good stories? You got any good? Have you enjoyed your time with this, man? Since you've been with this, Blockchain?
By far, it's the most welcoming space I've ever encountered in anything having to do with crypto. And I'm pretty toxic, so it's pretty encouraging to know that my toxicity is tolerated. Obviously, with what's going on with growth, I'm gonna be a little bit more regulated moving forward. At least here, maybe not definitely not on my YouTube. And if things screw up, at least you'll know that if I think it's wrong, you'll know about it. I won't hold back. So it's pretty cool. I'm really happy about that. And more importantly, like this DAI thing, when Hex came out, the only reason I got in on Hex on day 12 was because I saw Trevon was like, well, maybe I should do this shit. So I got on day 12, did a few months worth of stakes. And by far, when it was at its high, I was the smartest motherfucker I knew. And this time around, it's a lot cooler to be a part of a community where I can actually, I wouldn't know shit about PDI if it wasn't for you guys, or whatever you want to call it. I would have been just on the sideline waiting for my pulse, or probably one of the naggers whining about, everybody jumping in on getting scammed on TYRH or something, right. But it's cool to be involved in especially now, it's not just one little, certificate of deposit, trying to dissect something that's a little bit more simple. This is way more gnarly with all the tokens and all the potential, and it's a lot of ambiguity, which does well for speculation. But I don't know. I have no idea what's going to come of it, but I think it's probably going to be more. It's just as exciting as when I first had to wrap my mind around P3D and then try to explain that to somebody else. Man, that was a big pill to swallow. And now the whole space here, shucks, it's it's a whole horse you got to swallow, not just a pill. There's so many things going on with it. It's so big.
The thing that I love most about all of this is that it has prompted people to start doing research, to start actually looking at things with a, with an intellectual perspective. Then they're not just running with hype or, following a meme coin. This is actually prompting people to look into things a little deeper. I'd almost suggest that there are people out there who have learned how to use a block explorer while trying to understand this whole PDI thing. It's an educational experience, if nothing else. And yeah,
with that
I'm all
said,
for
the
it, man.
that's one of the biggest, weakest points, if you ask me, of this whole Pulse thing is the block explorer. It's abysmal, and the relevance of people's ability to reference and research is so dependent upon that. And that's where I'm really curious. Like, will that ever be like? I remember Polygon.
Does anybody know how much it costs to get an Etherscan type block explorer? Because I know that they charge at least $1 million, if not more. Does anybody know what the figure is on to get that?
It's not something you just fucking build like you do.
No, because look, what I'm talking about is Etherscan, right? Their block explorer is a full-on custom proprietary stack, right? Kronos paid for it, BNB paid for it. I think even Avalanche paid for it as well. Ethereum obviously got it natively, because that was the first one that they had it on, right? But they literally charge at least $1 million for a chain to license their block explorer front end.
Can't be backwards engineered.
No, I mean it probably can. For me to say no is a very bad short conclusion. Yes, it can be reverse engineered, but it would take a monumental shitload of time from someone like me. It'd take someone who has a lot better chops than I do. Honestly, I think it's just one of those things that'd be much better supported if the license fee for that front end was paid, because at least then you're not just depending on one developer reverse engineering it and then having to upgrade it. You've got that team and their support to release updates to it whenever that happens. You saw how I don't know if you caught, Etherscan got some really nice upgrades recently, and then BSC Scan a week later got exactly the same upgrades, right? You don't get that so rapidly and so reliably if you're doing it independently or reverse engineered. There is sometimes good reason to go with the wheel that's already been built, if that makes sense. I really think if hold on, just one more thing.
Yeah.
I think if the community were to band together, and look, I know it's nobody's favorite thing to do to pay for anything, right? But even if every single Pulsican out there or Hexacan or whatever, put $5 out of their own bag or something into a kitty or whatever, that means we can, hit up these Etherscan blokes and be like, yo, give us a solid block explorer. That would just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if the chain has been altered enough that even if they gave him a solid block explorer, if it would work.
It's still EVM, bro. If Block Scout works on it, Etherscan will as well.
Fair enough. I'd be. Yeah.
I have a prediction that I think we're going to see $1 by the end of this year.
Oh man, that would be so good.
That's so fast, dude.
Not financial advice, but I honestly think because if he wins the SEC thing in November, why wouldn't everything just take off like a rocket, right? But if they want to drag it on, then it might be into next year. That's all I'm saying. Be into next year.
I'll agree with you if it gets to 10 cents by the end of October. By Halloween, if it's at 10 cents, I'll agree with you. But it's a long way to get to 10 cents, and that's.
See, I got to be honest. I'm almost more in the dollar by the end of the year more than the 10 cents by Halloween type thing, because that is a really, really close time frame. I mean, I don't know. Interesting. Interesting.
So what do you say? 25 cents right here. So right here is blockchain. 25 cents by October. Is that what you said?
No, 10 by the Halloween. In other words, halfway between here and the end of the year, we got to get to 10 cents in order to get to $1 by the end of the year. And that's just incredible growth. You've got to clean people out. When it pumps, you've got to let people take profit. And I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't know. I just, I think it's going to be slower.
I'm just going by what I'm seeing here. We had little fucking swings, could have a swing, could have another swing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just going by what I'm seeing here. It's not financial advice. I'm just going by what I'm seeing here, and we're seeing like a little fucking bloop, swing, little fucking swing. Maybe we might dip down and swing again, but yeah, we might have some crashes. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking by the end of the year, we might see at least 50 cents to $1. But I could be wrong. Who knows? That's what I'm seeing. On this trajectory, though, and with what's been sucked up in the liquidity pools, and that's all that matters at the end of the day, guys. I'm going to keep these up here. We'll see.
Have we surpassed the previous all-time high of PDI?
No, we're going to. We're about to. We're about to. Yeah. We're about to break it right now.
Like wasn't it a 2?
But when it breaks this is 2 cents. So it's gonna like we're gonna have a massive swing. I think that's what's happening here with this parabolic trend we're going. Like we might just break it and just go right up to 2 cents and maybe have a little rundown back to this area, and then just start working ourselves up because there's a limited amount of coins on this blockchain. There's no more. Nothing else can be printed. That's it. It's done. So what else we got? Like the holders gonna be the holders, the sellers gonna be the sellers, but we're all gonna be buying it up. And we have $1.6 million in volume today on this pool. Then we have another let me see, V1, another 1.7. So we have over $3 million in volume on these two pools today. That's a lot of volume. If you look at the overall volume on Pulse Chain, it's only 16. So this is like taking over like most of the volume on the chain right now. Like that's crazy. That's crazy to think about, right? If you look in the grand scheme of things, like all this, like even like it's stupid right now. It's stupid. The only thing that's beating us right now is W Pulse, but let's go W Pulse too, because W Pulse needs to do some shit too, right?
Yep.
And actually, it's mooning as we speak. So, like, I don't think it's too far off. And now, if this thing starts ripping, Pulse is gonna start, or DAI is gonna start ripping too, because it's backward Pulse. Everything's pretty much backward Pulse. So now, like Donnie, push the button. Like we're at the bottom. Like, we need this shit done, like ASAP. Let's go.
I know, man.
What do we got? What do we got? What else? Did you figure out your UI thing yet, or no?
Still working on it, man. Making progress though.
Okay, cool.
UI is not easy.
I know, I get it, but all you got to know is this: boom, boom, boom. Like this is where we're at. I don't think it's gonna get any lower, and it's beautiful because this thing can go up to $1. This thing can go up to $2. I mean. Like this, I honestly think that Pulse Chain is going to do some stupid shit that nobody will understand what it's doing.
Yeah,
and it's already look at the Pulse versus Pulse X. Let's go over to this one real quick. Okay, so it's already gaining over Pulse X, like dominant, like as fuck.
Whoa.
Right? So yeah, something crazy is about to happen. So just keep that in mind, man. And I've said this before, like something crazy is about to blow up. Things are going to get stupid. This is the bottom. It's not going any lower, and not financial advice, but I'm saying this is the bottom. That's it. Like, this is it.
Yep.
No more going lower. That's it. Like, we're done going lower, right? So that's all you need to know. As long as you recognize that, like, that's all we need to know, dude. We're not going any lower. Why would we go any lower? We're just about to get to the SEC trial in November. So why would this thing go any lower? No, it's not going to go any lower. It's already gaining on Pulse X. As soon as Pulse X gets a rip, like, forget about it, dude. Pulse is going up. That's it. Everything, it's all Richard Hart's law, whatever you want to call it. It all makes sense because it's just DeFi, dude. At the end of the day, it's all about liquidity pools and how this balances out, right? Mm-hmm. So as long as you see this right here in your brain right here, this is how far behind we are right now. Yeah. So let's just go. Let's go, Donnie. Push the button. That's all I gotta say. I love you, Donnie. Keep up the hard work, man. You're good. You're good.
Yep.
No, you're good, man. The contract's done. It's just about the UI. Did you talk to Manfred yesterday about what's possibly hanging you up there?
Yeah, I have been talking to Manfred. He's a little busy with personal stuff at the moment, but he's definitely available at my disposal if need be. Yeah, I think I've found the way forward to get these buttons working though. And then once the buttons are working, then we're straight into testing. Like you said, the contracts are done. Yeah. You know, once the buttons work, that's it. You know, I've already got the numbers displaying, which I showed you guys yesterday on the screen share. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. We're gonna absolutely come over to Pulse Chain and destroy shit. So if anybody has any doubts about what we're gonna do, just refer back to the elephant money chart. Okay. That's all I want you guys to do is just suck the elephant money chart. Like just stick it in your mouth and suck it. And that's what's going to happen. That's basically what's going to happen. I mean, if you guys are really like doubtful about what we're doing here, just look at the elephant money chart and enjoy it and embrace it. And, that's all I got to say. Like this thing is going to the moon. GOAT is going to dominate Pulse Chain. Like this is just BNB. Like who gives a crap about, Binance Smart Chain at the end of the day? We're on the best blockchain that we can possibly have, and we're at the bottom of the blockchain, right? So
that's it.
There's nothing that can touch us right now. Like we have so many X's to knock off. We have so many zeros to just see ya. Just gone. Like we're going to absolutely destroy it on Pulse Chain. And that's what I want to get in everybody's head right now. The same technology is coming right over here to this when we have BNB doing stuff like this, right? We have BNB. Where's BNB at? This little trick. Where's she at? It's so sad, man. Where's she at? Look at this. Look at this thing. Just sad, lonely BNB. Right.
Oh, fuck.
Sad, lonely BNB. Like we're sitting right on the support, about to break down to like what 100 and something. What did Note It All say it was going to do? 100 and something.
I have no
idea.
idea.
Like 114. He said like 100 and something. Yeah. So we don't have anything to worry about over here, man. We are going up from here. We're not going down. There's no reason for it to go down. Like nobody's selling. It's not going down. So yeah, we're good. We're good right here. You guys can just embrace it, dude. This is gonna be good. FEEDER isn't that much more to get to $1. It's already moved. Yeah, I know. It already has. Melting faces. FEEDER is gonna rip your head off. Yep, that's right.
Oops. Okay.
And
I think I just found the way to move forward with this one. So yeah, give me a few moments here.
The best bridge I've had so far is Pulse LN. Where's it at? It's Pulse LN.
Contract. Where's FEEDER contract? We need that.
It's right here. Pulse. Of all the ones that if you're talking about ones that can go from Binance Smart Chain, Pulse LN. So I'll go ahead and post this in the chat. PulseLN.com. It's really good because it goes from all these. But if you're trying to get from BNB and stuff and back and forth, yeah. There you go. PulseLN.com. It's good. I've used it and it's instant. It's just the only downside to this one is it's got a $300 max. So you just do $300, whatever, all day. But it's literally the fastest bridge that I've seen. So that's the one that I used the other day, and it was great. It was great. And their support is great, too. You just go in here, a 24/7 live chat. Just go in here and just talk to them. They're good. They're good. They give you your transaction hash. They're like, hey, sorry, you didn't get the notification. Because sometimes, like when I did it on my phone, like when I deposited the funds, this complete swap didn't come up, but it was already done. By the time I even looked at my wallet, it was already done. It was already there. So yeah, but they got Hex on Pulse Chain. They got a lot of good stuff, man. They got they even got Optimism. They got whatever. Nobody cares about Optimism or any of that shit. We only care about BNB and if you're on the BTC Lightning Network, yay! Yeah, like nobody cares. I'm usually on BNB or Pulse Chain, and that's all I care about.
Right.
It's funny they only have ETH on Optimism though. So if you're gonna go ETH to Pulse Chain, I would just use the native bridge. But whatever. Like from BNB to Pulse Chain, we're good, and back and forth is good. Yeah, you can do this one. Yeah, this is really good. It's really fast. Because most of the Change Now and all that like they gave up on this. They're like, oh, the security, so we're not gonna list them. And it's just so stupid, man. They're gonna bring them back eventually, but it's so stupid. So that's where we're at.
Yep. Woo. Okay. Now, did this just do its thing? I wonder. Let me switch to testnet and find out. Hold on.
You got canceled what? You got canceled in the scam chat, Bird Dog? What'd you do? Oh yeah, Block Blend. Sorry, that's another good one. Yeah, Block Blend works too. Yep. So Block Blend, I think I have it up here somewhere. Let's see. Is this one? Nope. I have so many windows here. I think it's right. I don't know. Block Blend is another one. There it is.
Die contract approve. Ooh, okay. What's going on here? Sounds like it's raining.
You guys hear it or what?
No, it just sounds like it's raining, dude.
Yeah, I wasn't sure on the audio. Sorry. I didn't even mean to hit that, but I love my shorts are cool, man. I love my shorts. Let's do it again.
What's up, guys? Crypto Black Sheep in the his house here to answer the question: what is DGen Protocol's GOAT token that's launching on Pulse Chain? GOAT token, we call the greatest of all time, is a 100% PLS backed token which only goes up in value. Where have we seen this before? This contract was designed by our old good friend Bank Teller. This is one of the most successful contracts he's ever had. 5% in, 5% out, mint on redemption, and guess what? The price only goes up. But wait, there's more. So the GOAT FEEDER, which is basically the turbocharger for the GOAT token, is a high-yield cash flow engine that earns 0.5% daily on cash. This is starting to sound too familiar, right? Ta-da! Elephant Money Futures, baby. One of the king boss hog contracts on Binance Smart Chain, which took the Elephant Money price to Mars, and it's still going to Pluto. Yeah!
You keep repeating that message over and over on a regular basis, it's going to have a huge impact.
Yeah. It's good.
Just consistent.
That's it, you know? Like,
yeah.
If you have any doubts about what we're doing, just look at the Elephant Money chart and see what it's doing. It's just going up, right? It's going to do the same thing. It's going to do the same thing, guys. So, and that's the narrative that I'm trying to get out here to the people is what's going on over here and what we're going to do over there. It's basically the same thing. So super sustainable, man. I just can't get over myself right now because we're building the best thing that we've seen, like that we've done. Like, I mean, like goat, like our sheep token was cool, you know, but goat token is just the goat. It's gonna be the greatest of all time, right? And it's not just because we just think it's the greatest. We know it is. Like the technology has proven itself, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know how else to say it. I'm super excited. Things were good. I think it's gonna be great. And if everybody out there in this this DJing community believes in us, and I know you do, there's gonna be hundreds of people, thousands of people coming in, flocking in to get a piece of this. It's gonna be good.
Oh yeah! Woo! Fuck yeah!
Woo!
Just got some of the buttons working, baby. That's what's up.
There you go.
Just got some of those buttons working,
go,
dude. I found where the fuck I was messing up with it, and so now we can keep on moving forward.
Yeah! Let's fucking go!
Dude, I sorted it. Fucking yeah.
I knew you could do it. I know you could do it, man. So stupid.
That's it, man.
Just like sometimes you just don't believe in yourself, and you're just like, oh I'm so stupid.
Hey, man, it is what it is. But I'm just so fucking happy that I'm like, again, the euphoria that I am filled with when it starts working again, and when I start getting back on that roll is like, oh, let's fucking kill this shit.
Let's do it, man. We're gonna kill it. Woo! Good morning, guys. Crypto BlackSheep in the his house. If you have not bought this token called FEEDER on Pulse Chain, you are missing out. And don't miss out on Goat Token coming soon. Test it launch this week. Woo! Good morning, guys.
Mad tune to go with that too, by the way. Good song.
I know, right? I know. I love it, dude. Oh yeah, here's this one. There we go.
Got stuck into the UI development of Goat and Goat FEEDER even further. I have run into a few hiccups where I've needed to change up how I store some information and how I look it up again. But I'm already working through that, and I don't see it being that much of a hurdle. Definitely making some headway. Got stuck into the... Damn, that voice sounds damn sexy.
Drop it! I know, man. I'm just getting out there, man. I don't care. I'm dropping so many shorts every day. It's stupid. I'm like, I don't even care, man. We're going to be heard. Look,
this is what you were telling me the other day.
Bartertown. Bartertown's coming in, guys. We're gonna get all the old drippers, all the old everybody's coming in. Like he's like goat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's coming in. Because this is like, this is why I built the relationships that I've had over the years. That's why I don't like to talk trash about anybody on my live streams or any. We're all in this for one reason and one reason only: to work together, to change people's lives, and make fucking money. That's what we do.
Hey, I got an idea for your next track that you use. The next track in one of your shorts, okay, should be "Roots" by Sepultura. Okay, but it's like goat, bloody goat.
I know.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I love it. Oh yeah, yeah. Roots, bloody roots. I know. I love that one. It's actually good.
Yeah. Hell, fucking yeah.
I actually played a show with them one time.
Oh really? What?
Or I can't remember if they actually showed up to the show. I think they might have canceled, but we actually played a show here in Vegas that they were supposed to be at, but I don't think they actually showed up. I think they had a problem on their tour. Yeah. Yeah. But here it is. Here we go. Yeah.
Where'd it go? Oh.
É nóis! Sepultura do Brasil! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a good jam. So here's this is the one we were supposed to play. You can actually see me. I don't know why his Caveman Chris his shit's all backwards or sideways. This is me at the show. It was we played with Combat Christ. You ever heard of them?
No.
They're the Cavalier brothers were supposed to show up from Sepultura, but they didn't show up that night. That's right. Let's let me see. They didn't show up that night, and this was yeah, this is me. You can see me on stage right there. That's me.
Cool.
And it's all black.
There's Blackie with the guitar there.
Yeah, there's my black. Yep. And yeah, where it was in the band Driven. I don't know why it's all sideways, but yeah, it was supposed to be the Cavalier brothers from Sepultura and Common Christ, and it was funny because that night we had this little I don't know where it's at. You can't see it in this picture, but there was a little skull that we had on stage, and after we left, Gio, my bass player, this is the guy that caused all the drama in the band. He was he left his skull on the stage, and he actually the guy from Comic Christ threw it and broke it. Like, it was funny.
Oh,
one of the other band members broke it. It was fucking funny. I was like, well, that's what you get. But yeah, it was stupid. It was at the Las Vegas Country Saloon or whatever. Like,
nice.
It's back in my band days. Yeah.
Back in them good old days.
Yeah. So anyway, we've had a pretty long stream today, guys.
Yeah,
it's been,
dude.
Fun. We'll go ahead and call it. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same channel. Love you guys. Later.
Win, Lambo, yellow, Lambo. Win, Lambo, yellow, Lambo. Win, Lambo.
Richard Hart.